Welcome to Starvation Hot Rod Garage. We're just kind of hanging out in the shop today trying to get a few things done. So we figured we'd put this video together so we could just kind of introduce ourselves and the channel and kind of go over what our plans are. So my name's Kevin.
My name's Dave, aka Big Dave.
And some people call him other things. So basically what our plans are with the channel, it's something that we joked around about for a while. Never really had any serious plans of doing it. A few weeks ago, I just put the YouTube channel together and grabbed a couple videos and pictures that I had on my phone already and just put them together and posted them just to kind of get over the fear and just go ahead and do it. So we figured we should probably go ahead and introduce ourselves. So as far as the plans and what we're going to do in the future, we've got several cars here in the shop. They range everywhere from 20s and 30s street rods up. We've got a 54 Chevy. We've got a 69 Chevelle wagon. It's on air ride. We've got an LS swap C10, an LT swap C10. What am I missing?
We got panel deliveries. We got
we got the Fox Body Mustang. So we got quite a few cars around that we'll share and kind of go over. Most of them run and drive, and we've got some little plans for them. We've got a couple of complete projects that we're going to be starting on. And then we'll kind of go over each car individually and just kind of go over what it is. And so the next thing we're going to do is we'll go ahead and go over the latest project that we just kind of finished. We still got a little bit to go on it, but it's pretty much there. So we'll take you out and go over that. So. Alright, so we moved the truck out in the sunlight so you can see it a little better. So what we have, it's a 70 C10. When we got the truck, it had all the stock suspension under it, so it was setting at stock height. So the first things we did with it was we did a 5-inch drop in the front, a 7-inch drop in the rear, and C-notched the frame. We also did 4-wheel disc brakes on it, and then did the 20-inch US mag wheels. It also has all new ball joints, new bushings all front to rear. So it rides and drives just like a new truck. So the truck had a 355 small block Chevy in it that had some issues when we got it. So we had plans of either rebuilding that motor, swapping another small block in it, or we started thinking about the other truck we have with the LS swap. We like the truck really well. It's a square body C10. It runs good, drives good, really dependable. Did 2,500 miles on the power tour with it. So we kind of started thinking about going that direction with it. So the LS stuff was all new to us. We'd never really worked with anything like that. Most of the stuff that we have, we've got a lot of old street rods with carbureted small block Chevys, a couple of flatheads, and then we have Dave's favorite, the small block Fords. So we decided to go ahead and we started doing some research on all the LS stuff, and it didn't seem like it'd be too bad, so we started looking for a motor on Marketplace. We found this one that we have in it here. It's a 2015 Tahoe. It's a V L83. It came with the 6-speed automatic transmission. Also came with a PSI wiring harness for the setup for the swap, set of swap headers, and the motor mount adapters. So we got a pretty decent deal on it, so we went ahead and picked it up. Once we got it home, we realized there was a lot of differences between the LSs and the L83s. But we decided to go ahead and use it anyways. So at that point, we knew we didn't just want it to be stock, so we ordered the cam. It's a Stage 2 Brian Tooley Racing cam with the DOD delete, the timing set, and the matching valve springs. We also got a 3000 stall that was recommended for the cam, and the truck also has 411 gears in it. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. So once we got all the parts, we went ahead and tore things down and started putting it all back together. So that's when we started to realize just how different they were. So there was a lot of things that we did a lot of reading, a lot of research, and really couldn't find all the answers that we were looking for. Most of it really wasn't that hard. It was just things that we just didn't know. So several times throughout this, there was times where we really just thought about walking away from it and just forgetting about it. But after taking several breaks from it, we decided it was time to just get back on it and get it done. So Dave has a friend that's been coming down and doing the tune on it. The truck's running really good. There's just a few little things to work out for the final tune. So we've posted a few pictures here just to kind of show some of the build process. So the first picture just shows when the truck was all tore down and ready to be cleaned up, start putting it back together. And here's all the new parts organized on the table. Organization's not our thing, but at least we tried. And then we've got the motor sitting here on the stand after we put the cam in it and getting it ready to put back together. And here it is once we got the front accessories and everything put on, got the intake back on. And here's where we had the transmission ready to bolt back up to the motor so we could bolt it in the truck to see how things fit. And here it is after being bolted in. And this is where we realized that the 6L80 automatics are much bigger than the old 350 turbos. It was hitting the floor pan, so we had to cut a hole to get the clearance. Dave's actually owned several of these trucks over the years, 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, and this is when he remembered that the 4-wheel drives have the piece that unbolts from the floor for access. Jegs actually had it in stock, so we were able to order that and get that put in. Basically, you just cut your hole out and it bolts right into place. It works really good. We decided to mount the computer inside the glove box where it was out of the way and what we thought was going to be easily accessible. By the time it's in there, and with the old Air Products AC, things get pretty tight under there. And this is with the front end back on and everything's starting to come together. This one here is just a picture of the front after we got the grill back in after mounting the radiator and the AC condenser. And when he got the truck, it had a really nice black interior in it. It was actually all new, but he decided he wanted something different. So after looking at several different options, he decided on the houndstooth. So then we swapped out the steering wheel, put Intellitronics digital gauges in it, and then we put a stereo in it that resembles the original stereo. So between the stereo and everything that's done to the truck with the AC, it makes for a really nice summer driver. And that pretty much wraps it up. So if you're interested in seeing more on this truck and the others, you can hit the subscribe button, and we should be posting some videos up weekly. Thanks for watching.